OMG.
Alright, tonight...
Hold on.
Alright, tonight I'm going to demonstrate how to clean a fish tank. And the first step is to remove your fish from its tank into a separate bowl so it's safe when you vacuum it. So I'm moving Martin from the tank into a bowl. Next, what you're going to do, if you have one of these, it's called a mag float. And what it is, it's a magnet, and on the one side, on the inside, has like a bristle brush, like plastic material that sticks to the other part of the magnet on the outside. And what you do is you rub it up and down around all the sides of the tank, and you scrape off all the algae, and the algae will float to the top. And what you do next is just scoop it out from the top and put it into a dirty bucket, your dirty bucket where your dirty water will go. And then the next step is to vacuum the tank. And what you're going to do with the vacuum, which you can get one at PetSmart.com along with your net and your sponge and the tanks and the fish, everything, you're going to vacuum it. And on FosterandSmithInc.com, it shows you good ways how to vacuum and certain ways of how not to harm the fish when you vacuum and clean the tank. What I'm going to do is connect this into the bucket, the end of the hose, and then I'm going to scoop out the water like this, and it's going to go up in the hose, down the hose into the bucket, and I'm going to go move the gravel like this, and the hose is going to suck up all the extra fish food and fishy poopy and algae and stuff that may have sunk to the bottom. So once you do that, I will sometimes get a sponge and I'll just sponge up and down the sides, the inside of algae and stuff that maybe I missed, or like the line that the water leaves, so it looks nicer. And you can never clean a fish tank with soap because the soap is very harmful to the fish. Bless you. So all you do is clean it with hot water and the sponge, and that's good enough. And on About.com shows all different ways to clean your fish tank and certain things you can use, what's better than others, and how to take care of the fish in situations like this. And the last step is to, with the water that you removed, which I didn't remove any because it takes too long, you get new water and put it back to the amount that you took out. So if you take out like 20% of the water, you want to put 20% of clean water back in for the fish. And then you get your fish and put them back in the clean tank. So Martin's back home. And that is that. Do I have any questions? Yes?
Does the water that you put back in have to be in a certain temperature?
It depends for what kind of fish you have. Mine's a goldfish, so it has to be at least like room temperature, 60, 50 degrees, just around normal.
Yeah. For a tank like this, doesn't it require an air pump?
Yeah, I have a pump for this. I took it out for this beach just because I didn't want it to get in the way, and it needs to be plugged in. I don't really have a plug anywhere, and he actually is from a bigger fish tank that I have downstairs with 4 other goldfish in it, and this tank actually had tropical guppies in it. So I just rearranged things so it was easier. I couldn't bring my 10-gallon tank up here at the table. Yeah.
In a fish tank like that, how many fish can you have in it?
It depends the size. but you could either have like one goldfish in here, or I had two little guppies that were perfectly fine in there that fit. And
The more fish you have, the dirtier the tank
Yes.
becomes?
especially with goldfish, it gets a lot dirtier, and with all the fish flakes that you put in, like in the bowl I put the fish flakes already, and you can already see all the flakes sink to the bottom, so that's why you vacuum the gravel, because it gets all stuck in the gravel with the feces and everything, and yeah.
You just reviewed that little magnet piece that goes up and down.
The
I wasn't sure what that
magnet
did.
It's a
Oh,
magnet
it's
like
two
this.
pieces.
And the one part on the inside is almost like Velcro, but it's the sticky side of the Velcro. And it's got this plastic little ridges, and you put that on the inside, and you get the magnet part, the stronger magnet on the outside. And you just rub it up and down, and it will get, this thing's not that dirty, but over time it will get like algae and stuff, and you just rub it up and down, and it comes off within an instant, and you just rub it around all the sides of your tank like this, and it just floats up to the top, and it always just stays out of the way. That's the fish. Yes.
Don't they have like little snails that you can buy do they help keep the water cleaner?
Yeah, they will eat, like some of them can stick to the side, and they'll eat like the algae and stuff off of it, and they'll eat like the stuff, all in between the rocks, but still you have to vacuum your tank every like once a month. And with the big tank with filter, you're going to change the filter inside of it, the filter cartridge, and that, so.
Okay.